Welcome back to my YouTube channel Unfog with Dr. Atahar Parveen. Friends, if you are preparing for CTET Mathematics and Science, then this video is specially made for you and it is a very important video for your exam preparation. As we all know, CTET is a qualifying exam and at this stage we should make sure to prepare smartly and carefully. As the exam is ahead and we have less time, we should utilize all of our time in the most right direction. So to make your preparation easier, especially for mathematics and science sections, we have studied many CTET previous year question papers and carried out proper analysis. And during this analysis, we found that some topics are asked again and again every year in mathematics, science and also the pedagogy part. So based on this analysis, we have selected 5 most repeated topics. When we checked the previous year question papers, we noticed that around 15 to 20 questions come from these topics alone, which means that you can score at least 15, minimum 15 and maximum 20 marks from only these topics. And if your aim is to qualify CTET, then you have to watch this video till the end and understand each topic properly. Okay, so let us start the class now. So the first topic from the most frequently asked questions part is a number system. Here you have to focus on divisibility and prime factors. Okay, how you do prime factorization? You do prime factorization by using the LCM and the HCF method, right? And the next topic which you should focus on should be related to the divisibility, especially by 4, 8, 9 and 11. And also learn to solve problems like finding the sum and product of common prime factors. For example, see this question. The sum of squares of distinct common prime factors of 120, 210 and 330 is, and 4 options are there. Now what you have to do to find out the common prime factors? First, you have to do the LCM of each number, right? 120, 210 and 330. After doing the LCM of all the 3, you should find out what are the common factors. If you see the numbers here, 2, 3 and 5. These are the common factors of all these 3 numbers. Now you have to do the sum of squares of these common factors. So for that, first you have to do square, 2 square, 3 square, 5 square, then add it up. So your answer will be 38. That is the correct answer for this question. So this method is very, very useful for you and I am sure that you will get one question, at least one question I am telling, based on this prime factors. But few more questions which we can expect from this number system chapter is related to divisibility also and it is also related to HCF and LCM also. Okay. Another chapter which you have to focus on is related to geometry, triangle and mensuration. In this also I have brought some important topics for you to practice problems based on these topics is very, very important for you now. Pythagoras theorem, congruence of triangles and areas of all the geometrical figures, especially figures like trapezium, cylinder, cube, cuboid and all that. Also focus on circles also. Learn lines of symmetry. What type of question we can expect? See this question. In triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree. AC is 169 centimeter, BC is 120 centimeter. The length of AB in centimeter is, and 4 options are given. So when you get this type of a question, what you have to do? You have to either imagine or you have to draw the diagram of the triangle, and here they are telling that angle B is 90 degree. So you can use the Pythagoras theorem. Here hypotenuse will be AC, which is a 169 here, and BC is the base, which is a 120. Using that Pythagoras theorem, you can easily find out the AB square value. Here you can see that 169 whole square minus 120 whole square is there. Seeing this, something should come in your mind that this is looking like A square minus B square formula, because you have less time to do calculations, right? So don't do whole square and sit there. Directly you have to use shortcuts like this, then only you will save time and you will reach to the perfect answer within no time. Okay, so by seeing this only you should understand that it looks like a square minus b square. So a plus b into a minus b you have to apply and you have to reach to the final answer, right? With the square root you will get the value of AB. Now we are getting 119 centimeter. So option C will be the correct answer for this particular question. Okay, so these type of questions may come, and other topics also you have to focus, which I have given you here. Also make sure to write the formula list, especially in chapters like triangles, mensuration and circles. So that will also help you a lot in saving time and getting your right answer within no time. Okay. Here I want to give you one important tip. Once you don't get any answer, don't sit and struggle to get that answer only, because you are killing time in that struggle. Instead of solving that problem quickly and moving ahead, if you are sitting there only to solve that particular problem, then your next 8 to 10 questions will suffer. So don't do that. Leave that question there, and then if you are not getting it, and quickly jump for the next question and forget the previous question, because you should not make your other questions suffer because you did not get the previous answer. Okay, so you have to play smartly in the exam, and then only you can easily qualify the exam. Okay. Now moving to the science part, another important topics are topics from physics, fire, electricity and conductors. Here what type of questions are asked means, they will give you situations like, for example, where water cannot be used to extinguish fire, or they may ask questions based on conductors versus insulators, or they may also ask questions from chemical effect of electric current or something like that. So usually questions come from these topics only. For example, you can see this question. Which of the following sets comprises liquids which are good conductors of electricity? So in these four options, there is one option which is having a group of liquids which are good conductors of electricity. If you see carefully, here option C is the correct answer, because it is having tap water, it is having lemon juice and it is having vinegar also. Right? Vinegar is coming from chemistry, right? So if you remember things like that, then it will be easy for you to understand that these three liquids are good conductors of electricity. See this another example. In which of the following situations water cannot be used to extinguish fires? It cannot be used, they are telling. So seeing the options, electrical fire, burning of wood, burning of petrol, burning of paper. Clearly water can be used to extinguish fires burning from wood and paper, right? But it cannot be used for electrical fire and burning of petrol, because water is also a good conductor of electricity, right? So using water can cause electric shock and it can also make fire worst, right? Talking about burning of petrol, actually petrol is lighter than water and it floats on water. So what will happen when you use water? Water will spread the burning of the fuel instead of extinguishing that fire. So that's why option B will be the correct answer here. Okay. Now this was physics part of topics, right? In chemistry, we did not find us with so much of a frequency. I mean, you can also ignore chemistry, for instance, because you have less time now, and you can move on to biology topics. Topics like autotroph, heterotroph plants, microorganisms and digestions, vitamins and their sources, and plants like pitcher plant, and bacteria, fungi, basically based on nutrition, microorganisms and plants. You have to focus on these topics. What type of questions are asked means, some type of questions which will test your knowledge only directly. Okay, so see this question, Z is a microorganism present in the alimentary canal of human beings and other animals which aids in digestion of food. Now what is Z? So you should tell which is the microorganism present in the alimentary canal of human beings and other animals which actually helps in digestion of food. It is a bacteria. Remember, bacteria are the most important and they are the only microorganisms actually which are present in the alimentary canal, even in the intestines also. Okay, so this type of questions will be asked from biology, and better you make list of some vitamins also and their sources also, and also try to know more about bacteria, virus, algae and fungi. So questions will be asked from that part also. Okay. Now talking about pedagogy, not only in maths and science, but if you talk about normal pedagogy also, topics which are asked are based on teaching and learning strategies. Okay, like for example, best method to teach fractions in mathematics, or talking about constructivist approach or inclusive education, and what is nature of science and what is nature of mathematics. So those type of questions will be asked. For example, see this question, which of the following would not qualify as a higher aim of teaching mathematics? So you have to be careful here, they are telling not qualify. So read the options and understand that which of the one option is not qualifying as a higher aim of teaching mathematics. So clearly option C, to train students in mechanical calculations. See, actually mathematics higher aims of teaching are to make learners understand the structure of mathematics, identify relationships and patterns, and also to develop the ability to handle the reasoning and abstract part, right? Here mechanical calculations means it will involve the rote practice, right, without understanding. So this will lower the aim. So that's why option C is not suitable for a higher aim of teaching mathematics. Okay, so these were the 5 important topics which can make you score 15 to 20 marks in your exam. Before ending the class, I want to give you the assignment question also. We can expect this type of question this time also. So you have to write down your answers in the comment section. Let me see how many of you have watched our class carefully, and you will get the answer to this question. Easily you can calculate it if you watch this class fully, right? So with that I will also understand whether you are taking what I am telling seriously or no, and whether you are really preparing seriously for your exam or no. So make sure to revise these topics again and again. Practice similar questions from previous year question papers. I have given you the link to download the question papers also in the previous class, and also I have put it in the Telegram channel. You can go to the Telegram channel and click the link. It will directly take you to the download page of the previous year question papers in CTET. Okay, so okay friends, if this video was helpful, please like the video, share it with the other CTET aspirants, and subscribe to the channel for more exam oriented content. All the best for your exam. Bye.